Hey, thanks for joining me. And I wanted to talk about actually just whatever comes, but the feeling is just kind of a reminder of the fact that there's a divine plan going on, and it's really up to you how much you want to try and control the outcome of it. There's a contract of the planet. Like the whole planet has a contract. This was coming, this whole thing, right? And there's not really much we can do other than educate ourselves and rise above the fear and anger and become more in tune with a part of us that just knows more than what the eye can see, more than what the physical body entails, more than what's actually happening on the planet. I've already said this in other videos, but it is a game. It's being played out. It needs to happen, and a lot of people are getting stuck and fighting. And at the beginning, like I wanted to as well. And to some extent, I still do. It's not that I won't fight. Like, what's the word? It's not that I won't continue showing people. I'm not fighting. I'm more just showing people evidence of what can be done to make small changes as we navigate. So, here's education on 5G. Here's something else on what the vaccine might entail. Here's a petition. Why not? What do we have to lose, really? And that is me now. I've toned it down simply because I had to go through my human experience of the panic at the beginning, and it had nothing to do with feeling like I was going to be sick. It was just the feeling of losing the freedom that was concerning. But I realized that not that I didn't need to do that, because we all need to go through the human experience of fear, anger, panic, anxiety. It's all fine. We have to do that. And I went through my own cycle, and now so my journey was, this is wrong. Let me show everyone how this whole thing is a big scam. And that was me fighting. And then I had to deal with the negative energies. Then I attempted to disengage. I tried to completely get off social media. Then I re-engaged a little bit more, but in a more neutral stance. Then I collapsed again into some fear or negativity. And then I went like maybe 2 or 3 times into such a dark place that there was no way but up. And I had to do that through meditation, through connecting to other dimensions of who I am, other parts of me, the goddess in me, and I just had to keep making that connection to divine. Then I returned to the media again. And now what's happening is I'm still like, I don't mind reading the posts. What's happening is I'm now more observing them, and I'm riding them like waves, and I'm not necessarily getting angry about it. But what's happening is that I'm a lot more in a way trying to be supportive in terms of when I see someone post something that they're losing faith, or they're in fear, or they hate this, or they hate that. Every so often, when I feel like I can handle any responses from it, like if I feel like I'm coming from a clean, clear place, and usually it's out of pure love, I will make a statement just to uplift whoever is reading that post. I'm talking more specifically about Facebook because that's really the one that has the most people. So really I was starting off by saying we really don't have that much control, and there is a divine plan, and I think we all need to trust that plan. Okay, so now what's happened is instead of trying to control the outcome, because I was panicking, I was like, okay, I got to send out this meditation to elevate everyone's consciousness. There was this one day where everyone meditated, and I was like panicking. I was like, hey, spread the word, spread the word. Even that was coming from fear, right? It wasn't me like calm about it. So I've decided now to just, again, I still have the element of being prepared and being like, for whatever comes, and still offering information in a neutral way. And I'm also now riding the waves of information. I'm also getting bored. I'm getting bored with the repetitiveness of it. And the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. And it's irrelevant to this at this point. Every piece of information that repeats itself in a different way becomes irrelevant. What I do is I try to, if something shifts, like if something is useful, then I will share it, right? So that's where I'm coming from. Even in sharing it though, there's very little we can do about the outcome, because whoever is going to wake up is going to wake up regardless. So it doesn't really matter at this point, because we all have a contract. Each soul has its own contract, and whoever is going to wake up is going to wake up. Now it's nice to feel like we're helping, like the people who are already awoken are maybe helping other people who are meant to wake up sooner, which is fine. But if you're supposed to wake up, we're going to wake up, right? And I think we just need to trust that process. Instead of trying to force people to wake up, just trust that the ones that are going to wake up and see what's going on and the truth, they will wake up regardless. So stay in that neutrality as much as you can. There is a divine plan. There's not much you can do to change it. It is all written. If you believe that, it's a good way to, it's a good place to be, because then you don't need to react anymore. You just stay in trust. You stay in a place of neutrality. You see the next thing coming, and the next thing coming, and the next thing coming. Waves of this, disasters of that, whatever it is. And you stay in a place of trust. You're grounded. You prepare yourself for anything that could happen, but you're also just riding it like a wave. So that's all I wanted to say. So thanks for joining me, and love, light, and health to all of you. Namaste.